Absolutely.
Let's dive into this concept of natural movement, and can you please tell us what that is?
So natural movement, for me, it makes me think of movement that we, humans as a species, that we would have been doing in a more natural setting. So thinking like hunter-gatherer populations, how much movement they would do during their day, with a very nomadic lifestyle. They would never set aside time during their week to exercise, but instead the movement is very just driven by their survival needs. So walking to get and carry water, and that might be a few kilometers, digging for food, the odd sprint to catch your meal, whatever that might be, sitting and squatting really low to the ground because they didn't have chairs or couches or cars or any of the modern luxuries that we have. And squatting, not just to go to the bathroom, but also that would just be kind of a work position, so to prepare meals or food or to make things like weaving tools or baskets or anything like that, and just as a comfortable resting position too.
So cool. I was thinking about this a bit more today. We went to visit Randy at the fire hall, and so we drove there, which was 15-ish minutes, hung around, we were walking around, Steele was walking around, and drove back. And then I was like, oh, we kind of need to go get groceries too and do a couple more errands, but I don't want to. I don't want to sit in the car anymore today. I don't want to put Steele back in the car seat again today. So it is tricky with our lives and how they're set up. And I know for myself personally, if we need to do a bunch of errands, we'll park somewhere and walk around. And Steele's still sitting in the stroller a lot of the time, or she's in a carrier.
Yeah.
And so it just can be a tricky thing with exactly what you're saying, the way our lives are set up.
Yeah, and particularly with a new baby as well. So I think in a lot of those hunter-gatherer populations, it would be much more of a communal kind of tribe. Everybody's helping out to take care of Bub so that you can continue doing things as well, whereas for a lot of mamas now, it's usually them at home and dad's off at work. And so you've got, the caring role 24/7, but then trying to do everything else as well. So it's hard.
Yeah, tricky situation for sure. So then, like I was saying, you have trained under Katie Bowman, and her practice is called nutritious movement. So is there a difference between natural and nutritious movement, or same thing?
A little bit. Nutritious movement, and Katie Bowman is very much inspired by natural movement. She's a biomechanist, but takes a very, anthropological approach to movement. So looking at how we did move as a species back then. So she really highlights the fact that most of us in this modern world that we live in are experiencing, are living in an environment and are moving in ways that aren't really natural for our bodies. And a lot of the health issues that we experience, like pelvic floor dysfunction or weak ankles, dodgy hips and knees, but even things like cardiovascular disease and diabetes, are a result of our biology responding normally but adapting to potentially the abnormal things that we do and the unnatural way that we move throughout our lives. So our bodies are constantly adapting to the forces that we experience and how we move, whether it be how we exercise, but also comes back to how much we sit, how much we walk, and how much we squat or don't, and even just how we are positioned relative to gravity. So she also coined the idea, and this is my guiding mantra for life, but you are how you move. Not just how you eat, but in the same way that food nourishes your body and is an essential thing to keep you healthy and functioning, we also require movement in large quantities and wide varieties to nourish the body and keep it healthy and functioning well.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. I love the idea of it, and when you start to think about it more and more, you start to notice how you're living and how much you're probably not moving in those natural movement type principles.